So Anthony Richardson was the quarterback of the Florida Gators for the last 2 seasons. Anthony Richardson is 6'4", 244 pounds, very big, athletic individual, right? And because of the statistical numbers he put out into the combine, people are jumping him into a top 4 draft pick in terms of, obviously 2 of those teams need a quarterback because Justin Fields is in Chicago and then Kyler Murray is in Arizona, albeit he's hurt, but you're not going to waste your top draft pick with a quarterback if you already have one locked up for the future. Anyway, obviously Houston needs a quarterback and so do the Colts. So they're saying that Anthony Richardson has jumped into the discussion with Bryce Young to be one of the first 2 quarterbacks taken in terms of odds because of the numbers he put up. So the vertical jump that Anthony Richardson put up is 40.5 inches, and he had a broad jump of 10 feet 9 inches and a 40-yard dash of 4.44. To put it into perspective, Cam Newton was 6'5", 246 pounds, and he ran a 4.6. The comparisons are uncanny. Big, durable, athletic, quick, got the strong arm, for distances. But this has got to stop. Kyle, put the panel on both of us, man. We've seen enough tape. I've seen enough Gator games to know that this guy, from a quarterback standpoint, not athletic, from a quarterback standpoint, this is not going to cut it in the league. 54% completion percentage. There were some games he didn't even throw touchdowns. He's not accurate. He's not consistent. He can't make good decisions. He doesn't know how to read defenses. And we're talking about a position in which you have to do all those things week in and week out. And you're going to tell me because he has a crazy combine that he's going to jump quarterbacks that have actually done this at the highest level in college? I'm not asking for your thoughts. Tell me if I'm crazy.
No, I mean, I don't think you're crazy whatsoever. I mean, when it comes to Anthony Richardson, I mean, athletically speaking, I mean, his body of work kind of speaks for itself. He's definitely athletic. He's one of the most athletic quarterbacks, and he could even be the most athletic quarterback in this year's draft. I will give him that. But when it comes to the combine stuff that he was involved with this past weekend, you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt because you're not even simulating game experiences or game situations. These are just drills that you're going to be a part of. Okay, you're going to do a 40-yard dash. You're going to do a broad jump. You're going to do vertical jump, or you're going to do weightlifting, or you're going to do passing drills. That's pretty much the gamut of what you're going to cover at these combine events. And I think there's this tendency to go a little bit hyperbolic and basically say just because he had a great combine, now his whole draft stock is going to improve because of it. When it comes to Anthony Richardson, yeah, he had a good combine, but that doesn't mean that people should be instantly sold based on those combine performances. Because when you get into game situations and he has to be able to execute, you kind of have to go to the game tape. And a game tape doesn't necessarily prove that he's the most effective quarterback. Because, like Kev alluded to, he's a Gator fan. So, but take his knowledge pretty respectfully here. He knows what he saw with Anthony Richardson. A guy that can make big plays, who can use his athleticism to the best degree possible. But his level of execution, his accuracy, are major question marks. And when it comes to the quarterback position, you have to be able to execute. And when it comes to his body of work, it's checkered, to kind of put it safely. So, yeah, when it comes to his combine, I could say that he had a great combine. But 2 things can be true at the same time. Combine was good, but guess what? I'm still not sold on him being that guy that can transition from a great combine to a guy that can go to playing on Sundays and light it up consistently when the body of work doesn't say that. So, I don't know. I think people are going a little bit too hyperbolic for me based on this one combine that Anthony Richardson had. You could just basically put it in this box. You can compartmentalize it and say, yeah, he had a good combine. But outside of that, that's pretty much where I would leave it at. Because when it comes to his game performances, things that you typically look at in a quarterback that you need to see play at a high level, he doesn't necessarily check all those boxes. So It'd be interesting to see where he gets drafted when the draft comes up in April. But to give him a little bit of credit, I thought he had a good combine performance, but I think that's where I'll basically leave it at.